Greetings and Yule. I just started this YouTube channel, but this is a Christmas special. And here I have my friend's Ardbeg. I figured I'd do a nice little tasting for you guys so that you don't have to. We got Ardbeg 5, Ardbeg 10, the Ugadal, Quarter Reckon, and the limited edition Spectacular. Let's begin. Up first, we have the Ardbeg a Wee Beastie. We got a monster of a dram, young and intensely smoky, with rich, explosive mouthfeel of chocolate, tar, and savory meat, cracked black pepper, and sappy pine resin on the snout. This runs about $45 a bottle. If you're paying more than $45, you're wrong. Smells awesome. Smells like your classic Ardbeg. Super light in color. I don't know, I can smell it pretty much all night long. Perfect around a campfire, or shall I say Christmas tree. Definitely good while roasting chestnuts over an open fire. Smells like if you put out a campfire, stir it around, throw it in a barrel in Scotland on the Isle of Islay. You got like rain on a old pirate ship, getting hit with some salt. I definitely want it as an air freshener in my truck. It's definitely a 5-year. That's a good nightly sipper. I've mixed it with cocktails plenty of times. If you're using a Scotch cocktail, Wee Beastie's your guy to get that Islay shine through. Would highly recommend. Up next, move on to Ardbeg 10. All right, we got Sea Spray, Tarry Rope, and Immense Smoky Intensity. So, I don't think you can ever go wrong with Ardbeg 10. I mean, this is your cream of the crop. I think this runs $60 a bottle? Around there? 60, 65? This one says, Florence Peat. It's got a natural sweetness which subtly intrudes, producing perfect balance. So let's check out this balance. Also really light in color. Definitely smells way smoother, way more rich. You got that grandparent basement funk. Got some like wood floors that are about 180 years old. Definitely getting hit in the face with some sea spray. Standing on the shores of Scotland, looking out into the distant sunrise. Definitely way more smooth, way more mellow. Not as intense as the Wee Beastie. Yeah, I'm just getting some basement funk. Almost like a sherry cask, but it's not a sherry cask. It's definitely not as intense as the Quarter Reckon or Ugadal. I dig it. It is pretty nosy. It goes straight to the nose. There's not a lot on the back end. I'd say Wee Beastie's a little more fun. It's good, but either pay less and get a Wee Beastie, or pay a little more and get an Ugadao. I wouldn't recommend the 10. Next up, my favorite of all time, the Ugadao. If you like cigars, especially around the campfire, the Ugadao, man, all day long. My number one Scotch. If you're just getting into Islay Scotches, Ugadao is your man. It's not like Lagavulin. I mean, you can't really compete with Brew Aquatic. Talisker really isn't an Islay, but it's freaking awesome. Lafroig is great, but Ardbeg Ugadao, that's where you want to go. I think this runs like $78 a bottle, I want to say. I didn't check any of these prices, so feel free to check. Alright, the Ugadao says treacle, bacon, and bonfires. So if you like bacon, you like fires, you like treacles, whatever a treacle is. But yeah, old ex-sherry casks, right. So this has raisiny tones, they're sweet, luscious, and finished in ex-sherry cask. That's probably why I love it. I love my sherry. But traditional deep smoky notes. Let's check it out. I already know that's the best, but. So way more darker than the first two. Just smells amazing. Definitely like dried fruit, sweetness. Like a slip and slide of dates. Like if you got a slip and slide and just put dates all over them. And then slipped in it and slid. Straight into a bath of Scotch. This is definitely the one you want. Yeah, this is just, I could smell this all day long. It's the greatest. It's the greatest. It's the GOAT. It's the greatest of all time. This is the Tom Brady of Scotch. It's the Michael Jordan of Islays. I mean, what more can you say? Forget the 10. Go straight to the Oog. It's just so good. It's extremely smooth. It widens in your mouth. It stays in your mouth for like a day and a half. If you're smoking cigars, like, and you wake up the next day and you're like, oh, my mouth tastes like a cigar. This will stop that. It's just, there's so much peat in this that'll coat the lining of your mouth where no smoke can penetrate. It's just so good. It completely fills your mouth and then hits you in the nose and smacks you in the face with an extremely smooth finish. What more can I say? It's the greatest Scotch you will ever have in your entire life. I mean, besides Octomore, but at this price point, you can't really beat the Oog. Like, what Ardbeg did to this should be the gold standard of all Islay. It's just phenomenal. If you're gonna go any Ardbeg, Ugadao. Next up, we got the Korvrekken. I actually got this for $65. It was on sale. This runs about 110, I think. 110, some places 120. But I got this on sale at Total Wine. The whole shelf, I don't know why it was so low, but it was like 60 bucks. This one is turbulent, peppery, dark fruits, swirling aromas and torrents of deep, peaty, peppery taste lurk beneath the surface of this beautifully balanced dram. The epitome of Ardbeg. The epitome is Ugadao. But if you want to pay 110 bucks for this guy, feel free, but I mean, the Ugadao You're gonna pay less and have more fun. Alright, this is the Core of Reckon, which is like a whirlpool thingy that sinks ships or something. Look it up. It's good, don't get me wrong. It's super smooth, hits you in the nose. It's way more sharp than Ugadao. It's not as pungent as Ugadao. It smells lighter. It's more like grapey, like white winey. Yeah, it's definitely like a white wine type of nose. Ugadao's like, whoa, that's sweet. It's good. I think it's overproof. It's 57.1% alcohol, so yeah, it's overproof. But like, why does it need to be overproof? I think you're paying because it's overproof. Maybe the 110. It's all right, but I wouldn't get it unless it's on sale. It's delicious, but I don't know. Ugadao blows it out of the whirlpool. Would I recommend it? If you have the money, I guess. If you want to add it to your collection, but nah, just get the Oog or the Wee Beastie. It definitely stays in the front of the mouth. It's not like your whole mouth like the Ugadao. Next up. I got this as a limited edition at Specs. It's Ardbeg Spectacular. Came out this year, 2024. Introducing Ardbeg Spectacular, a distillery first, a rare spirit matured in the finest port wine casks in classic ex-bourbon. This whiskey binds together smoky peat with devilish, sweet. Brave a sip and experience the flabbergasting flavors in this inimitable. I don't know that. Inimitable Ardbeg. It's pretty legit. I mean, the back of the box is pretty fun too. Deeper notes. What we got? We got. There we go. For the first time ever, Ardbeg Spectacular has been matured in rare port wine cask. Years in ex-bourbon. Mesmerizing. Oh, missed the line. I think this Scotch is getting to me. Years in ex-bourbon and port wine casks have imparted a mesmerizing array of bizarre notes. Fragrant lavender, vetiver, and incense candles tumbling into rich almond nuttiness. Deeper notes, such as a damp peat, and I do like damp peat, and wood smoke, introduce a daring double act of creosote and tar. So like telephone poles and tar. So telephone poles and road. Sounds delicious. Before leather, and I like leather, and minty chocolate leap across to sweet pear crumble and salted caramel fudge. A bewildering display of distilling, Ardbeg Spectacular is a certifiable phenomenon of flavor. So come one, come all, and feast your palate on the most extraordinary spirit ever to grace this occasion we call Ardbeg Day. Yeah, they released this for Ardbeg Day. It's a sweet box. It's like Christmas, you know, like a candy cane on a tree. The inside of the box is black and red, which is pretty sweet. I kind of just want to keep the box and the bottle forever. But it's a phenolic phenomenon. I think this one was like $1.60, but like it's a one-time edition. And when Ardbeg releases a one-time limited edition, you gotta dip into your savings account. Already smells like the world. Like Jack and Rose on Titanic. Jack's screaming like, I'm king of the world. Rose is like, this is the greatest ever. I have a new boyfriend, but I'm engaged. It's exactly what this is. It's the heart of the ocean. It's the heart of the ocean. That's how I'm gonna word this. Like there's like Ugadao, and then there's Spectacular on the nose. It's spectacular, is what it is. It's a phenolic phenomenon. It really is pretty awesome. It's just It's like super sweet, fruity, awesome, Ardbeggy. I mean, you got port wine cask, then ex-bourbon. Shall I say more? Looks like a candy cane on a Christmas tree. If I was the Nutcracker, I'd be drinking this. It's the smoothest Scotch I ever had in my life. Yeah, no, it's the smoothest Scotch I ever had in my life. It's extremely smooth. It's definitely like damp peat water. I mean, you got the grandma basement funk. It's perfect. It's a perfect Scotch. Yeah. It's really good. I would drink it every day, but at that price point, you can't. But maybe like birthdays, anniversaries, with your broskies in front of a Christmas tree. It's legit. Yeah. No, you're gonna want this one. So out of all these, I mean, $45, can't beat it. We BC, highly recommend. Trash the 10, don't even bother. You're not gonna have a good time. It's a waste of money. Core Reckon, it's good, but you're gonna burn a hole in your wallet. And for $50 more, you can get the Spectacular if they still have it in some stores. And then the Ugadao, I mean, this is the bee's knees, cream of the crop. Brightest crayon in the box, sharpest tool in the shed. You gotta try some Ugadao. If you haven't had any Ardbeg, jump straight headfirst into the Ugadao. If you can't afford it, we beastie, but you're gonna have a good time with the Ug. All right, just buy it. All right, just do it. You only live once. YOLO. Anyway, Merry Christmas to all. To all a good night. Have a happy holiday. Scotch dogs.